Hey guys, Chomsky here. Uh, like 5 hours after the news dropped about new clan boss? I'm sorry, new Tainted Demon Lord, TDL. Just want to talk about them as well as champs that I am excited to use for this Tainted Demon Lord. Don't call him clan boss, Demon Lord. Okay. I'm going to try to catch myself often. And did I take a screenshot from Kenpachi's video about the Tainted Demon Lord? I sure did. It is going to be my reference point. So it's going to be on in the background, um, just just hanging out, okay? So here's some champs I want to use. And how many of them? I think 29 is a solid number. I wanted to sprinkle in some basics, some ultras, and yeah, just want to hang out with some of these and get some use out of them. So without further ado, here we are. Number one, I want Gizmak in. Why? Because he has the HP burn, basically doing that up. Decreased speed, we know will not work against Demon Lord, but on Form 2, he does have Pain Link, and it is not included in his almighty immunity because Tainted Demon Lord is immune to Stun, Freeze, Sleep, Provoke, Block active skills, Block passive skills, Fear, True Fear, Petrification, Berserk, Enfeeble, Nullify, Ensnared, Fatigue, and Hunter's Gaze. Hey, you know what's not on there? Pain Link. So I like Pain Link. Figure once he gets going at the end and he gets maximum damage, let me pop in this Pain Link and see what's cooking, right? He's gonna get 75% of that attacker damage. Going back to him. Wait, hang on. 75% of the attacker's skill multiplier is reflected. All right, so not 75% of the damage, but 75% of the damage with that multiplier on there. As I understand it, I am not the most skilled orator, but here we are. So, big fan of that. He puts ally protect. Unkillable is going to go away after a while, so whatever. But he's also taunted. So, or taunting. He is. So that could potentially help when that single target stun comes out there. But I like it. Also increases the 2 random debuffs on them. So if we have a debuff heavy team with poisons, HP burn, yada yada, this is going to get increased. Awesome. And we're going to have Gizzy as full on as we can. I have him in Stone Skin, maximum crit rate as well. So there we go. Keeping up with that tradition, I have a Fitus in here for the HP burn. He ramps himself up, decreased defense. He's also going to be increasing the duration of debuffs. I like it. I like it a lot. So I definitely want to have him in there. Eventually, with that perfect seal or master seal, whatever, the blessings and all the uh, relics, they're not going to work. Okay, cool. I still want to have something that I could boost myself up. So here we are with this passive. I dig it, love it, and let's do some damage. Next up is Geralt. She got reworked. So she's gonna be helpful. I really just wanted to have her in the counterattack in the first form, see how that goes. Again, decrease in the duration of buffs on them. I'm not too concerned about that, but it is nice. But really, the heals all allies. I dig it. If this Tainted Demon Lord's doing buku damage, we get 50% heal. Awesome. But second form, we're gonna deal some ridiculous damage here. I want to buff. I want my dudes to get buffed. So, yay. But yeah, just having the ability to hop in on any damage, fantastic. Love it. Let's do that up. I got Calamitous up next. Really just to take care of this. Uh, Calamitous does a lot of damage, so really just trying to crank up the damage in the beginning, and I think that's where it goes. The shield's eventually going to get taken away, and there's a cap, yada yada yada. But I really want to, hang out with this. Placing the block buff, decrease defense, weaken, decrease speed doesn't matter. But having decreased defense and weaken out there, as we know, huge. So with this top 4, extending that with an HP burn attached, that's going to do some damage. I like it. Really, I have Carnage in here just for that counter attack to hop in on the second form. Sorry. Um, as well as he's ignoring 10% of the target's defense for each debuff they're under. So you have him with a poisoner, you have him, yeah, with a poisoner, and he's going to be ignoring a lot. So yeah, let's do that up. I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. Um, I mean, just give me all the counterattacks. That's really what it is. Theodosia, fantastic. I think she's going to be a top-notch champion for this Tainted Demon Lord. Why? It's because of her A1. Basically, destroying target speed. It's only taken away 30 at the max, but if this dude is going to be going like super fast, I want to make sure my champs could kind of hang with them, and this is a way to do that. Let's let's do that up. We also have protected block buffs and decreased defense. Decreased speed doesn't matter. So we're basically just going to stick around with 2 forms. It's going to get boring, but it's going to be very, very beneficial. So let's decrease that speed and let's get some protectedness in there. Alaz is going to be neat just because of the counterattack. If I have somebody within counterattack there, fantastic. I want to have this HP burn, and then I also want to bust out the increased resistance and strengthen, but also getting in that restoring the max HP that's been destroyed. I want that. Additionally, just an extra hit on HP burn. I think that's going to be sweet. Next up is Lugan, who I have not built whatsoever. I want to. I will. Uh, Things are going to get kind of busy here at Chomsky Land, but he is on top of my list to do. Why? I want that heal, and I don't know how much damage he does, but counterattacking and ignoring a fifth of target's defense, fantastic. And then block active skills doesn't matter, but he's going to ignore 25% of each target's defense when he's under a shield. Great. I don't know how much how much damage this does, but I enjoy the ignoring defense. I think that's great. Additionally, we got an ally protect, which will be nice because he's going to be max. We're going to try to justify his HP as much as we can. So cool for it, and he's counterattacking whenever one of us gets hit with while we have a shield. Awesome, love it. So we get a heal. We're ignoring defense on a counterattacking A1. Love it. Let's run with it. Mikey's next. Really, just placing that decreased defense. Don't care about the stun. Debuff spread doesn't matter. But we're tossing a decrease attack and a leech out there, as well as a taunt thing. Um, yeah, just want to make sure, if taunt does work, if he could be that target for that stun, that'd be awesome. So let's run with it. Donnie is next. I don't use Donnie that much, but I want to. Um, Again, the heals. Like, don't know how much damage he's going to be doing at turn 30 or whatever, but I want to heal as much as I can without actually doing anything. Chomsky is lazy, so there you go. I may make like really. I think the only turtle that would work in this is going to be Mikey and Donnie. Um, so yeah, just to get that going, uh, we get an increased speed. We're also decreasing skill cooldown. Love it, and then just joining in, and then that fatal hit stuff. I think that's kind of big. Freya's really just there for sustainability. Removing debuffs, not a big deal, but increasing her turn meter. I think one of the videos that I saw, I think it was Kimpachi, maybe Nubs, I don't know, but 30 turns doesn't seem like a lot. So I want to get as many hits in as I can get. Give me the turn meters. I love it. Um, Mithrala, really, it's gonna be the strengthen and shield. That's a big one. And then just poisons. We know that poison's gonna do some damage out there. I'm for it. Petrification means nothing, so hex means nothing. But increasing our defense and attack, that's pretty nice. When we have a mixed team. And hey, that was 12. Let's keep on going. Giath, who I just like as a support. It's just clunky, and I think she may shine. Why is that? It's because the reflect damage and ally protect is there, and then she gets her own strength and an increased resistance. Cool. Awesome. Don't know how much accuracy this dude has, but increasing her resistance is nice. I want to keep my stuff. Additionally, increase in the duration of ally buffs, as well as doing a little bit more damage. Awesome. The AoE, it's traditionally not that powerful. Single targets are better. I get it. But this could be kind of fun. And plus, she's going to be tanky, crank up the defense, crank up the HP, and that's fun. So, yeah, and then she also puts out a decreased crit rate and crit damage. We know that there's a very small chance. It's 15%. So if she gets to place this out there, then they're not going. This Tainted Demon Lord is not going to be doing any crit, which is awesome. So we get that reflect damage. All right, that's a nice little tickle. Teox, if you have Teox, you're using them everywhere. And here, just basically damage. Like, legit, just damage. Um, can't be mad about it, as well as the counterattack. But you need a lizard with them. So, you know, for me right now, it's kind of tight outside of Saphirion. And if everything is to be believed, there's going to be some conditions. So we'll have to break this up perfection in the next go around. I have Key Hulk in here. We know that the dude's going to be void, so awesome, great, love it. Why do I want Key Hulk in here? He's transferring debuffs. Okay, whatever. I don't think there's going to be that much, but in case if there is, like poisons or anything like that, he could survive. And then placing a taunt counterattack. That's really it. And we know that they're going to be taking care of the max HP. That's not going to be nearly as much damage. Where are you? I think it's on here on the passive, the one I didn't click. Just to deal that out there for every debuff he puts out there, he's putting out 4. So that's pretty sweet. The big one, decreasing accuracy. Again, like I don't build a lot of resistance champs, so decreasing accuracy is one way to get around it, as well as decreasing resistance. This boss could have like 1,000 resistance, which would suck. And if I could get in there and place a decreased resistance and take that down a half, that's awesome. Senna would be in there just as basically my speed lead and putting out there more turn meter than a fifth more turn meter, as well as reviving, love it, and then activating continuous heal, just to heal and revive. So Furion, it's all about that HP burn, revive, and I mean just working with Teox. Like those two are my buddies. Like if I'm bringing in Teox, I want to bring in Saphirion at least. Next one is Quintus, which we all have the ability to get. I think Quintus could be kind of fun. Um, yeah, he's straight up damage. That's it. But he does do some decent amount of damage, man. And he's not going to be killing anybody, so that's fine. But just straight up damage and dealing pure damage. So that might be a fun one. I think it'd be kind of cool. So I definitely want to take him in and see what happens. If I'm going to be bringing in Gizmak, I want to bring in Visung as well. It's an increased speed on us, as well as the heal if I have other Ogren out here, which Key Hulk does satisfy that. So, and I have Mage Slayer. So I could heal everybody, on the A3, the A2. I mean, it's going to get protected by the passive. You know, I think that's fine. Having HP burn and poison, like that's going to deal some damage. And I know that they capped it, but that's still a guaranteed amount. I dig it. And next up we have stock. And again, it's ignoring that, and that's a-okay. I don't think we can destroy max HP, but if we can, increasing it by increasing our damage against that by 10%, that's pretty sweet, man. And he's not fully booked out yet. I should do that eventually. But HP burn and poison, really, that's the name of the game. But continuous heal's cool too. And then here it's just increasing the duration, as well as ticking that off. Like I think that's really really solid, man. So I love it. I wish we could have a different blessing from time to time that we could swap to bosses, but we live with what we have. Hey, Ziklik, what are you doing here? Uh, I don't know, man. No, I like him. I think he could be really rad. Again, there's gonna be some conditions here, but placing a buff on him, he doesn't do that, right? But um, no, he doesn't place a buff on him. They just consulted, but that would be cool if to get that counterattack going. And really, that's it. Additionally, we have this less damage modifier. Love it. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna get enough dark elves on the team to get this going, but I could just get in Lydia, and then we could work with it. I think that's kind of neat, man. So let's run with it. Plus, it's a ally speed and accuracy, but it only applies to dark elves, which is whatever. But I think he could be kind of fun and interesting to toss around in a team. Here, Osgrun, I like the ally attack. Okay, this was the big one for me. To get an ally attack with Mikey and Donnie, that's awesome, as well as all the others. When there's an A1 that does fun stuff, like with Lugan, I want an ally attacker, and this guy could be it. He's going to remove all buffs from all enemies. Again, not too concerned, but just thinking if there are buffs that are on there, he's removing them. Great, cool. But here's the biggie. I want that 50% chance of decreasing an active skill on a target. Timeout. I misread this. I thought it was resetting one of my skills. Disregard. Never mind. I may not take him in now because all he is just an ally attacker and filling turn meters by 10%. Yay. All right. We have 28 champs. So we have Firol the Barkhorn. Really, it's increasing resistance on us. This guy could have a lot. Let's let's play that game and increase our own. Place in block buffs, decrease accuracy. Cool. You know, as well as the passive here that we're doing more damage when we have 4 or more buffs, which we should easily get because we're increasing resistance and putting a perfect veil out there. Decreased speed's not going to work, so it doesn't matter. Mage Slayer, again, that's to work with Vizung, but this is what I was kind of thinking about with Osgrun, but it's Mage Slayer. 100% chance of decreasing a cooldown of a random skill of the ally with the highest turn meter. So if we try to do things properly and we try to speed tune, this could be silly, right? He goes and he goes, and then the next dude, let's say Teox, we decrease the cool meter of a random skill. That could be the big one. That could be the big damage dealing one. So that could be kind of cool. Like I want to play around with that. That could be fun. As well as that, he revives 50-50, tosses a shield, and he puts a block debuff on us. Neat. He's one of the few that does an increased attack and increased defense. He also heals and fills turn meter by a fifth. I think that's kind of neat, man. He gets a lot of shade, but I think he's all right. All right. All right, home stretch here, Chomsky. Keep it up. So Palops, we just got him. It's that magma shield, right here. That's the big one. The taunt, okay, whatever. Um, Having this damage modifier here of decreasing damage all allies receive by a fifth, while if this champion's not under a decreased defense. I am reviewing it. It doesn't seem like he puts out decreased defense. So, with that being the case, we're basically taking away a fifth of damage from the Tainted Demon Lord. Fantastic. Love it. I think that's pretty big. Here, we're not worrying about it. He's attacking one enemy, blah, blah, blah. Decrease attack, can't be resisted. So in case the dude does have a lot of resistance, boop, can't be resisted. Here's a decrease attack. All right. Cecilia, the Red Hope, thinks she could be interesting. We got the increased defense on us, tosses a counterattack, perfect veil on us, and then basically just, again, the max, the enemy max HP is out there, so that's going to be capped, but just increasing the damage out there, that's pretty sweet. And again, going back to my affinity towards A1s that do stuff and how much I love them, healing all allies by 10%. That's nice. A tenth comes on up. And then places a revive on death. Okay, cool. And then, the passive just keeps on churning. Basically like a Doom Priest where they remove a debuff and then they also fill a 10%. So that's not bad. A 10th heal, a 10th turn meter, and it's random. So you're not going to get a speed tune team with her, but you could definitely have some fun. Xenomorph, you could do an Ezio in here as well, but poison. Basically that's it. And really just as passive. If an enemy is under a poison debuff, decreases their defense by 20%, which means more damage. The tricky thing here is we know that there's going to be a shit ton of damage that's going to be out there. So we really, 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 really need to make sure that Xenomorph stays alive. Really, that's it. So yeah, decreasing the defense of Tainted Demon Lord, cool for it. Last two. I just got Yasenska. I don't know how to pronounce her name. But tossing a decrease attack is nice. Really, it's the poison cloud that I really wanted to put out there. If we know who Tainted Demon Lord is going to be targeting with that stun, we could try to put this out there ahead of time where Poison Cloud basically thwarts that. So as I understand it, and then we also increase our turn meter by 15%. So cool. We could extend Poison Cloud, by the way. I think maybe something for me to test out. So neat. That's why I want her in there. It's more of just sustainability and support. And then yeah, increasing her accuracy, not a big deal. And we can't decrease their turn meter. So really, just Poison Cloud, increase speed, and continuous heals. That's it. Um, all right. But and here we get that little ally attack. So there's some use out of there. Last and certainly not least, we got Thrall Mother because I can't pronounce her first name. So she's attacking 3 times, potentially putting out a weaken. Okay. Removes all buffs. Okay. We could put a block buff and decrease defense on the enemy. Cool. Love that. Here we are reviving. We're not going to be able to increase the cooldown of Tainted Demon Lord, but it's pretty cool that we could decrease the cooldown of our of that revived skill. Revived that was revived their skill by 1 turn. That's not bad. And again with the pain link. So the idea here is that we make her tanky and then we put down the pain link. That's it. I want my revivers to stay in there and be revivable and to do their job. And I need to do masteries and all that fun stuff. But just Pain Link, I think, could do wonders. So we have 28.5 champs that I think could be good. one more addition. It was Krisk. I think Krisk could be really good. Um, Increasing buffs. Mad Hatter could be another one. So 28.5 plus 2 is 30.5. Mad Hatter and Krisk would be the other ones that I will toss in here. But basically just tossing in a lot of support and seeing where things go. And that, my friends, is 25 minutes of me talking about it. I will make a round 2 once this gets dropped and see how many of these actually get used. But for right now, this is what I am excited to roll with. Let me know what you guys think. I look forward to seeing you here or on Twitch. I will talk with you guys soon. Bye, bye, bye.